yes, here I am. YouTube is working. The cameras are always doing something funny. So let's do that. All right. I think more or less we are kind of there. All right. Yes. Let me know, please, if you can hear me in YouTube as well. I still have to warm up and do everything, so yeah. Thank you for checking my website at yeah, the cameras, I don't know, it's just something about the streaming software that is doing something funny about the cameras and the color corrections and everything. But I just leave it like this for now. All right. Today I just, I'm doing some tests these days to see how things are going. So I'll just practice a little bit. I am thinking I'm just gonna go through a little bit the Grand Overture of Giuliani, which, one second, let me tune. I don't know if that's gonna... Yesterday we were practicing Bach, but by no means right now I can have the fingers to play that. Alright, let's see. I even today tried to put the metronome here. Let me know, guys, if you can hear when I put the metronome here. Do you hear it here over in YouTube? Hopefully yes. Now, does it go with my guitar? I hope that they go at the same time. Otherwise I have some latency issues that I'll have to fix, but I'll check also myself later. I've been testing, so far it seemed okay, but I'm expecting all sorts of things to happen. So let's stop this. Does it stop? Yep. Thomas, you said that yes, it works, so it goes together. Okay, that would be really nice. All right. So we have here both cameras. No, we don't have the cameras set right because they're all the time changing. So let me see if I can adjust this somewhat over here. And you know what? We are removing the iPad from there. I think you guys liked this. Sorry, I don't see the screen otherwise. Okay. Something like this. You like this camera angle the most. So no, so I'm also here over in tonic, and no, you cannot hear the metronome from the tonic because I have set everything for the YouTube stream, so it goes through the computer. Just otherwise, it sounded really sharp. Yesterday's stream, the metronome sounded really intense, a little bit too much. And I think if I pass it through the computer, through the iPad, they will hear a little bit of a more gentle sound somehow. All right. gonna work a little bit on this some things here at the beginning. Then I might need this a little bigger. All right. And I'm gonna put here in the chat, actually, I'm gonna pin the title of the piece. By Mauro Giuliani. Pin it on top. Yeah, if you're watching the also through Tonic and YouTube, you can hear that there's a lot of more latency. I mean, I suppose because you need all the video, and I have this 4K thing. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna test different amounts of latency. I have it in normal. I could put it low, but I don't know if it's gonna interrupt somehow because it's gonna drop the connection. I'll see next days. So let's say that if you are in Tonic app, you can hear me more live than in YouTube. That's funny. All right. I wanna get good sound here. Dump it on the second. Jamie says, I used to love watching this. So nice to see you doing back streams. Yes, me too. As you can see, I'm in a different studio right now. So my life has been pretty much a big mess the last months. But yeah, I'm so happy also to be back. So I can ask you a question. Are there often preferred fingerings for certain pieces? Or do you spend time working on your own fingering? So could you briefly explain how do you do that? Oh, it depends. For instance, music of the classical period, like Giuliani, they are, I would say, like formulas, like standard fingerings that fit very well. That's very important to practice the scales, all the in thirds, in sixths, in tenth, and everything. Giuliani is really good on that because if you have done this or you are doing this, you will see it all the time in pieces. So for this kind of music, there is a lot more standard fingerings that work well. There's always choices and differences. Like for instance, if you have, I don't know, if I come to this point of the piece, I will tell you, but if you have in some pieces this kind of movements, there's also with 2 and 4. Or you can go like this, or you can go this kind of movements. Those are kind of standard fingerings. There's a variety for you to choose, and some people will choose one thing over the other. Maybe you don't like this because there's less legato on the bass, so you might want to do this, or you are better doing that, or somebody doesn't like this because there's more movement and can be more sloppy. It depends. So in this period, it's easier. That's why I would always recommend, when you start learning about fingerings and how to make your own fingerings, to start for the classical period, because then when you enter in pieces in pieces written by composers that either are not guitar players or they write really bad for guitar, then you really need to be creative. And then I think every guitar player does its own fingerings, and find different solutions. So yeah, it gets more complex. And then if you go back in the Baroque period, then you have to see whether you're a guitar player that likes to look into the source and what the composer wrote and the bowing lines and everything and the articulation marks, and you want to adapt your fingerings to be more truthful to the original composition, or you just don't care and you just play as it comes and choose other fingerings. Then that can also give an excessive, really an extreme difference of fingering choice, and that is more based on your musical values, your musical direction, where you start. Whether you take the piece from a technical perspective, or you take the piece from a musical perspective first, analyzing it, and then taking your decisions based on what the music needs. I'm gonna turn on the air because it's a little bit cold here. Okay, hopefully you don't hear it. No worries. I mean, these live practice sessions are for that, you know that. So it's always also nice for me to discuss those things with you guys. All right, where we were in this. Also, I'm just trying to warm up, so. Metronome here. Okay, let me know if it's too loud though, eh? Maybe I will just not put it excessively loud in there. Okay, let's see. Synchronize a travel time in there. wait, I forgot to put the other camera. Ah, that the other camera somehow doesn't have the iPad sound for a strange reason. One moment. Let me go back to this. Here, we do hear that, okay. How do I do this? Where did I put that? I lost my iPad sound now for a funny reason. Because when we are here, we lose it. Correct. And now, do we have it? No, we still lost it. Okay, no problems. We will have to go with this camera today. More sound of the metronome. Try to make the articulation really clear. Sometimes my metronome disappears. I don't know if it also disappears for you. Maybe we can go a little bit up with a metronome. Wake up my brain. Slowly. We have Viz Muniz that says that I'm giving everything. Yes, trying to practice, get back to being guitar fit, right? Okay. Joe says, no wonder you're so good, you practice a lot. Haha, yeah, so good. I'll be. Just give me time. John, excited to catch a stream. Yeah, nice that you're here. How long have you played the Grand Uber Tour? Actually, I did not play it, so I'm kind of... It's a funny story, because I did like a big analysis and presentation and everything back in the conservatory when I was during my bachelor time. It was one of the first years, so it's like forever ago. And I analyzed it, I put the fingerings and everything, analyzed all the music, the structure. So I just read it through, but I never really played it. This is that I do: first analyze it, write fingerings, do mental practice first, and then guitar, and you gain so much more control immediately. because then your brain, when you're practicing, has much less to process, because the understanding, the reading, the figuring out has already been done, the rhythms, and the brain is less busy, so the fingers react better. I don't know if that makes sense. You should kind of try it, and it's a funny sensation somehow. Yeah, it was I don't know how they call it. Well, it was some sort of this kind of conferences that you have to give on pieces and the themes and the developments and the material, the music material, how it's treated, and a little bit of harmony here and there where it's relevant. Yeah, that was basically the thing. All right, where I was. Let's put back the metronome. Which audio issues do you have? Like, maybe it's when I'm starting and stopping the iPad. I'm testing today to pass it through the computer, so you guys hear the real sound of the metronome, not through the microphone. But yeah, if that will be shaky, when we'll have to change it for next time. Let me know. When the metronome is on is when you hear when you see where is it? Here on the iPad, you see this thing blinking. That is when I tap it and it's on. Let's see. Scales. Difficulty muting. Okay, so the audio cut off. Okay. Well, tell me if it's happened somehow now that the metronome is on. It was only for a reason that maybe when it turns on and off, then it does it. Yeah. I don't know why there's so many issues with OBS though. Let's see. Okay, great. Thank you, John, for keeping me updated about my audio issues. I would monitor here, but if I'm monitoring all the time, then I will get crazy because I will hear myself with many seconds of delay. Apparently there's like 15 seconds of delay or something from when I play to what you hear. So yeah, I really cannot monitor. If it was like half a second or 1 second, that would be okay-ish. But yeah, thank you for keeping me posted about my technical issues. Let's see. You're using Air server. Well, you know, like my setup is pretty simple because I just connected the iPad to the computer, and you pick it up in the streaming um, software in the program, and that should be it. And so I don't quite understand why it's cutting off, but streaming software is doing like weird things with the camera. Also, I leave them in one way, and then they change from size to even color correction. So I think more is like an OBS problem or some. Then I tested also another program yesterday, but that was happening the same issue. This one of the iPad is a new thing because I didn't have this set up yesterday. So I will see. I'm just gonna test these next streams and see where we land. Yeah, I know that. Look, if I put both hands. Okay, 1 second. Let me stop the metronome a moment. And if I put both hands, then let me see. How could I do that? Okay, here you have the other camera. Let me see if I can just add it in here. Okay. And what about if we go like this? One moment, eh? Is that not working? No, it is not working. 1 second. No, it's not picking it up. It is not picking it up. I don't know. I just did that like a second ago at the setup, and now it's gone. It's gone. So yeah, I just didn't wanna bother you with technicalities in here, really. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, you know what I can do is I'll just do like yesterday. I'll kind of put this dual camera here, and we will work with a metronome as it was here on my phone. So let's deal with that. Something like this. Yes, now you should hear it. You tell me, guys, if you find it too loud or not. That was the camera angle that I think it's probably the nicest because you see both hands, right? Alright, everything analog, like the old ways. Why not? Trying to make it fancy for no reason. Oh wait, we were here. It's always weird to start this passage It goes from a very rhythmical section to very free. Yeah, analog is is a lot more reliable, indeed. So you can control things how they're happening. Runs need to be nice and smooth. We'll try same section. Stuck. One more time. Somehow, I'm not convinced about this passage though. Okay. I think something's getting really out of tune in here. Little bit on the high. Let's see. Whoops. There. Let's say this page again. Somehow I need this confidently. Metronome here. Why I keep blocking that? So funny, that when I played in blocks, everything in blocks of like chords, even the arpeggio part, I play just. The fact that you have more space between the notes somehow makes you feel like it's less difficult somehow. And then I just break down the arpeggio, so to have the triplet. And the little timing that you need this to move faster, it makes it so much harder. What helps very much in these passages is to, since there are many notes moving, to focus on the one. In that case, the upper voice is the one that makes the most sense and the easiest. So I focus on this, and I follow only my middle finger. I ignore what the other ones are doing, because the middle one is the one that has the melody. And when I do that, immediately I feel better. So things a little bit clearer. Thank you, Edgar. Very nice, kind of you. Question from John. What are your thoughts on learning excerpts from pieces for technique? Like practicing that passage which are learning the entire piece? Yeah, absolutely. I think there are guitar players who, for instance, only do technique like that. I do both. Sometimes I have gone through periods of doing a lot of technique to improve a few things, and you really go to very basics and really simple exercises, as simple as that simple, just so you have an idea. And sometimes, like for instance, now I'm in a time that I've been through difficult changes and everything, and I need badly music. So I'm using pieces indeed to keep working with the technique, and yeah, using the musicality to push my technique, if that makes sense. So yeah, absolutely, you could use passages of pieces that offer you what you're trying to improve. If you're trying to focus on thirds and arpeggios, I would do maybe other pieces, because this one it has this extension here, and that is kind of problematic sometimes. But yeah, there are plenty of pieces if you're practicing scales on thirds that would offer you even larger scales like this. The other thing is also to take just a regular scale or a chord and just do the scale on it, so to add a little bit of music and not just a plain scale. Yeah, there are many ways to go around it, so that's always a good idea. Be creative, never really practice the same way like forever. Alright, let's continue with the metronome, my metronome friend here. Yeah, actually, what you comment is very interesting, that you're doing too much exercises. Yeah, I mean, our goal is to have technique so that we can make music, right? It's not the other way around. So always try, even for instance, when you're playing any scale, to give you the musical, to say, purpose of what you're doing. For instance, I'm practicing a scale and I want complete legato. I'm gonna try to make it flat, but really focus on the connection. Or practicing the articulation, like really short. And then you're having somehow a musical ground to it. And when it comes to a piece that you need to play short, your fingers will be used to this kind of lightness and jumpiness. Or for instance, to practice not only dynamics, that's very common, but for instance to practice an accelerando and close it nicely, because that's what you will do in pieces. You will not that's okay, just a fast scale, and what, just very mechanical. But you're gonna do something like this. So if we practice very, very excessively mechanical, not only it's not inspiring, but it's missing. I think it's missing a couple of steps for later connecting with the pieces, because if then you want to add these fluctuations, this little flexibility. This is also synchronization that needs to happen between the hands. So if you never practice it in pieces, then you sound mechanical. Why is this? Because you practice with a metronome? No, it's because you don't practice this control, this flexible control that needs to happen on the spot, because you can decide whether you play a lot of rubato or not much. So you can have that's almost nothing. You can have a lot more. Oh, sorry. And both hands need to somehow respond at the same time, need to connect somewhere in our brains, right? So, and this you can do with the speeding up and slowing down, with the dynamics, with the articulation. Yeah, so that's I would say that that's an important point on technique. So whether you're doing the simplest exercise, for instance, when I was doing some work to improve my left hand cleanliness, and it was only 2 notes, as simple as that can be. I want to always have good sound, the feel of the strings with the right hand, always the finger in the perfect spot, the amount of pressure, try to accompany the movement with the left hand so that it's connected. There are so many details that you can take care out of playing 2 notes, literally. And then when you play a piece, these movements help. But because I've practiced them musically, in a way, thinking musically in a very mechanical exercise. I don't know. Maybe I hope it makes sense what I'm trying to explain. Cool, there are so many combinations of possibilities with guitar. It's so dizzy, yeah. Like all the right hand finger combinations, legato, staccato. Yes, there is a lot of how to say, options. But don't think that you have to practice all the options every day. With one piece, you will practice, I don't know, this playing notes together a lot more. With the other one, you're gonna practice arpeggios more. With the other one, it's gonna have very random polyphonic works, passages, so it's gonna be a lot more left hand. I think it goes in phases. That's why it's important to choose the pieces wisely, so that in the span of half a year, you have seen a broad spectrum of these challenges, and you have chosen the level that it's a little bit far from where you are, but that you can achieve it, and also sometimes a little bit under your level, so that you can develop more of what you have. We always challenge our level to the higher. We always like this also musically, and so it needs to be a balance. If your level is here, have challenges over here, a few over there, and so that everything can be solid, and you can improve your level more, how to say, more consistently. Otherwise sometimes it gets very hard when we just push the technique challenges to an extreme, and we're really running behind our fingers without much musical depth anymore, because we're just trying to, let's say, survive the music, really. And guitar is insanely technical, yes. I think any instrument, I guess. I'm pretty sure that every instrument is, really. So, but yes, it's a lot of detail, and for us, it's tiny movements make a big difference. Is practicing right hand thumb for 6th and 5th and 4th finger. Wait, again. Is practicing the right hand thumb for the 6th, 5th, and 4th fingers? 4, 3, 2, 1, good. What do you mean? I think I'm not following. So to have, I don't know, this you mean? It's kind of patterns. If that's what you mean with a thumb, I would try anything that's more like single melody control. So you can do patterns like this, or you can do scales, or for instance you can play pieces where the bass line moves a little bit more. There are some Carcassi studies that have this, where the bass line there's which one is it? I'm not sure if I have it here. Is there here inside reading? Maybe I have it. This one, this number 6, you can have this is correct now. If that's what you mean, I would rather take a study like this, because as you see, it's not so mechanical, but you have a much more controlled melody, which will teach your thumb to be to have more gradations of dynamic and more expression. So I would take that. Then it changes around. Then the second part is the upper voice that well, you get the point. They change around, and then the bass comes back, and then they kind of work together. It's a study to control the voices. This is the Carcassi method, Opus 60, the very famous Opus 60, number 6. So let me go back to my where is it? It's here. Maybe they mean thumb on the basses and then on the top strings. Yeah, I don't know. They could be mean many things. So surely good, but you also want to practice thumb on the third string and fingers on the bass. Yeah, absolutely. You can. You have to practice the thumb also in the upper strings. That's why I always recommend at some point to practice the scales like this. So you have until here. Yeah. All right. So after a little bit of digression in here in my practice, let's try to bring this a little bit higher. Very nice to have you here. Thank you for the chat. We have Edgar that says, sorry, I missed your message. If you could play another style of guitar, what would it be? Oh, I would love to play. If I don't play classical guitar, probably I would be a freak of playing and shredding this stuff like Steve Vai. I don't know. I find it really, it's cool. It's completely different. A little bit different, yes. Yeah, I like this kind of solo virtuoso touch that he has, and also all the expression he has is he has an incredible control with his left hand. It's pretty amazing. How refined he is in the touch with the guitar. So yeah, I would probably shred some of his songs. Let's start the second part. To lower this to subdivide it. There. something I do weird there. Let's see about this tempo. It's more doable than I thought. This is 110. The quarter note. It needs to be very clear, the melody. Okay. Then I would like to see. The ending. Yes, because it's similar material. We have this. Here I need to figure out the right hand. What am I doing? Yeah, I think I'm done. Something so silly. There should be a change. Yeah, on the top. Okay, so we have this. What? I think I was skipping something. Yeah, I was eating one note there. Or maybe like this actually. One second. I could change a bit earlier even. So I could change here and go start the next arpeggio here. 1 second, I'm gonna show you the score. I'm dealing with this first line, and I have to decide because I think I'm just choosing different fingerings every time. So I could, this is the first bar, and the turning point is here, and I guess I have to here. I have to test whether I change in here and I start with the first finger, or I change here and I set this 3, 2, 1 and the bar already. So either the green or the red. Hi James, you rescheduled the Saturday's lesson. No worries. Good that you rescheduled. Always adapt your lessons to when you can make them. Don't worry, but thank you for for letting me know. I get the notification anyway, so that's okay. So if I change in the green, that would be I have to put much more of a chord in here. Because I need to put the third, so the hand needs to be much more tilted. That would be this. And If I take it with this, it's uncomfortable to change because the second only needs to move one string up, maybe. The other thing is that accents are clearly on the melody. If I change here, this loses a little bit more impact. This A. So let me try it a few times. If it's easy enough to change, then it doesn't. I can work around the accents. Maybe. The red one would be changing a bit later. To hold this one more, and you change here. The difference, you have to change, you have one note, like before, and this big change will put a natural accent there. I don't know how comfortable that will be. Let's try. Again, like this. Even far away. I think this is the best with the one and the second finger. Yeah, that naturally puts a much bigger accent, which is kind of what we want in here. Let me put this like that. Okay, now you can see a bit bigger. And the right hand, you have this. So I have to decide which one I land. He was moving his nose a lot. He's so sleepy. If you hear snoring, that's my boy dreaming about his girlfriend. Yeah, maybe that. Let's put the others. Okay, now you have seen the score. It's nothing special, just ascending arpeggios. To the A there. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for the red fingering. So, and we have A, index, thumb, index, M, and A free up here. Yeah, I think so. The A on top, right? Yeah, so because otherwise I'm altering the arpeggio in the half of the sequence, and it's the one that flows the most naturally. fast. Let me put the metronome, otherwise I just do strange things all the time. Okay, let's do 80. This transition from the binary to ternary in there. Okay, let's move up. Also, I think I'm arriving to my concentration limit right now, so I'm noticing consistently I'm just drifting around without purpose. Making far too many repeats that are wrong, let's say. So I guess we'll just hold on 10 minute stops more and that's it. Let's see, a bit more. I play until there, until these triplets, because that's the faster part. So I cannot push the speed, the tempo before way past what I'm gonna play here in the triplets, which is what generally happens. Let's try again because that was really, really bad. That was okay-ish. Okay, 5 more. Transition was a little shaky. It's not really spot on with the rhythm. Let's try again. what's harder here in this passage. It's not so much the upper part, but it's to stop the bass in the exact point. Here. Here. So it's you have this with the quarter notes. That's what it's bringing my brain to an implosion. So we have Reinvented says, at the end of the dominant passage, going down, you can play the D, so the Re, on the 3rd string, 7th fret, instead of the 2nd. Yeah, I think I thought about that, but so we have this. What? No, one second. Maybe it's another thing that. But somehow, yeah, I this is, if you mean this part, I have to go down anyways here. It is true that the D here gives me 3 notes to move back, but I find more cumbersome for me opening here and back somehow. I think since I'm here in this string, I slide with the same finger, with the 3rd finger, and then I have the 2nd behind. If I have tested this, and it gives me more security still to go back and have the string contact rather than the string skip. And then you have yeah, you say here as well, but in the section before it's possible to, yeah, that's true. Yeah, then you have to apply it everywhere, indeed. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it there. Maybe it could be more risky, indeed, my choice. My God. Yeah, I mean, it's a good solution. I'll check. Or my version. My version is more stressed out. As a good finale, I don't know. I will try it. I will try it and see which one sounds the best. And the other one? Yeah. Oh my God. No, I like both. I don't know. All good if you like it, but the previous section without the figuration, I think it will work better, where there's a rest after the D. You know well the Grand Overture, huh? Yeah. I'll test them. Thank you for for the tip. Yes, Tigran says that you like the slide down version. I think I will test them because it's those are fast notes for the tone. You mean? Yeah, here the D is darker, but it's also very fast. It's very fast. I think if I like it more, it's a little bit overall the how can the dance that you do on the guitar somehow. The arpeggio goes up on the fretboard, and I go down with it somehow. It feels it's kind of I like more maybe how to say, I'm willing to take the risk of the going back with less time, because for now, maybe I change opinion, I like more this the movement that goes with the music, which is not something that we consider a lot when we put fingerings. We kind of use playability, sound, and everything. I don't know. I have to see. That's why I'm still kind of working on it. Let's see if I can get to the ends. Ooh, and then we'll have to slowly close. Let me put this bigger because I need to see the whole page. Okay, let's try. Now I don't know which finger to do. One each, like brotherly. That was 105. Yeah, I think me too. I think both versions are nice. I'll toss a coin, see what I what I end up with. Yeah, I'll just see. I'll test them. You know, those are the kind of fingerings that sometimes you really like one, maybe, and then you try it on a concert, and then it just keeps sucking, and then you change it, and then it works perfect. So that's probably gonna be it, you know. Let's see 115. I kind of feel like I like this tempo. I don't know. It threw me off. It's hard to play both. Actually, I don't know. So what do you think about the tempo actually? Yeah, the triplets is all free stroke. So I don't know if you can see here, but it's all like this. What do you think about the tempo? Because I feel like I could go faster, but you know, excessively faster is maybe not really nice. Let me see. This is 125. And then I think I like kind of this tempo around that tempo. Really, I don't know. Let me check. I don't know if I can play it. I don't think so, but let's try. I think that could be maybe the limit. But going this fast, I like the fact that in these big crescendos and the it's like a tremolo. It's just you can, of course, maybe with controlling the dynamic well. You can work out the. I think a crescendo that can sound much bigger. Of course, if you play slower, it's more heavy, right? And the faster tempo gives a bit of more attention to the dynamic. Wait. And you get there to the forte, really. It's risky though. It's very risky. But somehow for the section after, it's doable, the scale even. Actually, I always rush there for a reason. I guess because it's the end and it's so explosive. You think it can be a little slower even, but it needs to feel like a 2/4 as opposed to 2/4. Exactly. Yes, I also think so. It gives a much better flow. And otherwise, the 4/4 it's very square. Otherwise, it would be. Yeah. Well, nice ideas. See, it's so cool to practice live here with you guys. It's very nice ideas. Reinvented. I will book a lesson with you. Where can I book a lesson with you? No, it's nice. I love the input. I remember once I had a masterclass with a composer, and it was a piece of another composer, also like of today, yeah. But it was the best masterclass I've had because she was so creative and not just suggesting things for suggesting, but I don't know. She had a composing mind that I was not used to. I was more to a guitar player approach, even though she's a guitar player, but she's much more of a composer. And that was really interesting. It's opened up a lot of ideas of phrasing, kind of bringing together sections through different elements, whether it was color or articulation, motifs. It was a modern piece, so it was not easy to pack together. So yeah, Cool. Cool, guys. Thank you so much for the nice chat. I think I'm gonna go because my dog is here just sleeping a lot and he needs to come back to life. So, and I need to take a break because from now I will not do anything proper with the guitar because I'm pretty done. But yeah, cool. I will do more streams these days, hopefully. Will try to do as often as I can. I'll try to fix this thing of the sound. Let's see where I land with this. But we almost have it. We almost have it to just put the stream and forget about the technology part. So thank you for joining, and I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day. I might probably practice later again, and that will be, but I will probably only go in Tonic, in the Tonic app. If you like it, is by Rai Chen. He made it. And it's basically like a Duolingo, but for practicing, and you're practicing here live with people, and you can comment and they can listen. So yes, that's a nice thing. Maybe it will be a little bit too much to just do several times a day YouTube streams, but hey, just let me know what you think. I just don't want to be like a stalker here in the YouTube. All right, guys, take care and have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye bye.